Research means investigating for something that we don't know the answer to or we're not sure of. When you put clinical in front of research, that means that investigation involves human beings.
Every breakthrough in medicine, from life-saving treatments to vaccines that prevent disease, started with clinical research.
Although we've made significant advances across many areas of medicine and neurology, there are still significant unmet needs. Be part of the solution to this problem through clinical research. When we think about research, we think about two large categories of research. We have something called observational research. In that research, we're really not doing anything actively. We are just extracting healthcare information. Interventional studies are those studies in which we specifically have selected an intervention with which we look for an effect.
Every research study has rules or eligibility criteria about who can participate. These rules help keep people safe and make sure that the results are accurate. Criteria can be based on things like age, medical history, and current treatment.
When you participate in research while you're receiving care at Cleveland Clinic, you get access to different types of treatments or therapies that's not available to the public.
You might get access to diagnostic tools or testing that aren't typically available through regular standard clinical care.
Your information is kept safe and secure. Your name is replaced with a study ID or code, and your samples and records are stored in a secured location that only approved staff have access to.
You're protected because there are institutional review boards that look at the risk and the benefits of being in a research study. They go over each study protocol before it's given approval. There also are government agencies that oversee research. So there's a lot of effort given to help you and to help us to do good, safe research.
Before a person participates in any form of research, they need to be informed of their rights. They need to know what is necessary to successfully go through that clinical research. And they need to make that decision, whether it's something that they can do.
One important thing to remember is that although you provide consent at the beginning of the study, you can withdraw your consent at any time during the course of the research.
It's important to understand what participation looks like. Before joining a study, consider asking, why is this research being done? How long will it last? Will I receive treatment or only share information? If receiving treatment, how is it given? How many visits are there? And where do they take place? How long are the visits? Are there any costs or payments? What are the risks? And how might this affect my health? Will I receive any results?
You can join as a patient if you have a certain health condition or as a healthy volunteer. Clinicaltrials.gov is a good place to start. This lists research going on around the world, and you can filter by disease type and location. If you're interested in research specifically at the Cleveland Clinic, talk to your healthcare provider to learn about opportunities that might be right for you. You can also search through Cleveland Clinic's research website at ccf.org/clinical trials to see research going on across all of our locations.
Advances in medical care is really propelled by research. That is the only way we find cures. It's not something we stumble on. We have to be deliberate about it, and research gives us that amazing platform.